How's it going, everyone? Saint5 here bringing you another Dragon Ball Super manga video. We have the full series for chapter 90, and if you've not seen the previous video I did, I cover all the spoiled images, pages, and panels for this month's chapter. So after the end of this video, please go check that one out. But first, if you guys have not done so already, be sure to hit the like button for this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell whenever I upload new videos like this. Talk about, of course, Dragon Ball. So let's get to it. Courtesy to, as always, DBS hype for the Raws for this month's chapter, and DBS Chronicles for the translation. So props to them as always. So chapter 90, it is titled Showdown with Dr. Hedo. The chapter opens with Officer Krillin asking Cricket District's citizens if they knew which convenience store the zombies worked at. One of the citizens points him to a nearby store. Krillin visits the store and asks the zombies to come with him to the police station so he could ask them about their boss. Just then, Krillin notices the Pilaf gang's Mai in the store and gets distracted. Seeing this as a chance, the zombies trio tries to run away, but Officer Krillin stops them at gunpoint and arrests them. Surprised he can do that by himself. Meanwhile, we see Goten and Kintoon flying to his school. He gets off Kintoon to cover the remaining distance by bus. He does this to keep the fact that he comes from a faraway a secret. I think he means from a faraway place a secret. Chalk waits for Goten. They then get on the bus. Chalk asks Goten if he really lives in that area as he never met him outside of school. Goten tells him that he doesn't like to come out of home that much. Fela, Goten's classmate, asks him how he's on good terms with Trunks since Trunks is a year older than him. Goten answers to her by saying that their families have been close friends for years, so naturally him and Trunks grew up together since childhood. That is very true. Fela then requests Goten to convince Trunks to ask her out for the dance party that weekend. I was saying prom in the previous video, but it's kind of the same thing. Chalk thinks Trunks would already have someone to go to the parties since he's so popular, but Goten clears it out that there's nobody such, even though he knows Trunks would want to ask Mai out for the same. Alright, so suddenly the bus stops and Dr. Hedo Beta number 7 stands in front of them. Beta number 7 calls out Goten, knowing that he's the Saiyan Man. Chalk notes how recently there have been a lot of people following Goten. Chalk opens the window and helps Goten escape from the bus. Goten runs to an alley and uses his wristwatch to transform into Saiyaman X2. X2 starts fighting Beta number 7. Beta and Chalk note how a Saiyaman always appears when Goten disappears. That should be a pretty clear connection. X2 defeats Beta number 7 with ease. At Blue Hall High School's Scale sells invites to the dance party. Trunks comes walking. Scale tells him that Clean God himself will show up at the party. That's a very interesting development there. Alright. Mai joins the conversation. She notes something and then asks Trunks if he wants to join her at the party. He says yes. So there you go. Trunks is taken. Then we see Mai looking at a spy bee flying nearby. It's none other than Hedo's, clearly. He listens to the entire conversation and gets excited upon hearing that Clean God himself will show up in the party. Hedo drops the mission to find the disc and decides to go to the party. Alpha 12? Wow, that's a new one. Alpha 12 notes that you're allowed entry only if you come with a female student. Oh no. Who is he taking? I don't think we saw who he was taking in the spoilers. Back at school, Trunks tells Goten that he's happy that he didn't have to reveal his Saiyaman identity to Mai, and things still went smoothly with her. Trunks leaves as he has to go to buy some clothes for the party, which is why he turns down Goten's offer to play games. As Goten wonders what to answer Fela, Mai pulls Goten to a corner as she sees the spy bee near him. Mai tells Goten that they're being watched. It's over if they find out where you live. Mai suspects that those androids from before had been watching them all this time. Goten realizes that that's how they knew where Goten was and sent their androids. Mai remembers Beta number 1 words that he said he was made by Dr. Hedo. Mai looked up the name and found Hedo's expertise in androids. You would think they'll know that Hedo is related to Garo from that, but I guess that was never brought up here. Since nobody knows where Hedo's hideout is, Mai decides to lure him out by mentioning the Clean God dance party, knowing that he's a big fan of the hero. Ah, very interesting. So I guess she just only went to churches for that. Not because she actually likes him. But we'll see if that's actually true or not. Goten is shocked to hear that all of this was part of Mai's plan, while Trunks is super happy. Mai asks Goten to keep this secret from Trunks. So she knows, that's cool. The day of dance party arrives. Goten is there with Fela. Trunks and Mai arrive. Trunks deposits the disc bag to the staff and asks him to keep it safe for him. Everyone's eyes are on Mai as she wears a battle armor. Fela notices Mai. She considers her a formidable enemy who stands between her and Trunks. Trunks asks Mai to come to the first row to watch Clean God's appearance on stage, but Mai says she'll watch it from here. Goten asks if Hedo would really show up there. Mai is very sure of it. Once he comes, Mai will be able to recognize him as she's seen his photos. Trunks goes to the front row and stands beside Hedo, so I don't think they know. Well, at least Trunks doesn't know who Hedo looks like, what he looks like. Trunks and Hedo gets into the conversation. They both talk about how big fans they are of Clean God. Hedo shows him Clean God limited edition t-shirts. Trunks envies him. I don't think that envies, I think envy. Hedo tells that he also got Clean God's autograph that day, but someone stole it recently. I wonder. Trunks feels sorry for him and curses the thieves. Mai then notices Hedo with Trunks. She tells Trunks to get away from him as she points a gun at Hedo, but Beta stops her from firing the gun. Beta was there with Wula. Just then, the police raids the party. Dr. Hedo, you are under arrest for stealing bodies from the mortuary, says Officer Krillin. Krillin thanks Mai for the tip. Hedo uses his smoke screen gun to cause a distraction and escapes. He didn't say who's his female Dave. We'll probably get that later on. Krillin decides to go after Hedo alone while his team searches for his hideout. Trunks asks Mai if she did all this to catch Hedo. Mai says yes. Trunks asks her why she didn't tell him about this sooner. Mai tells him that Bulma wanted her to keep an eye on Trunks so he doesn't get involved in unnecessary things. The staff tells Trunks that the disc bag has been stolen. Mai tells Trunks to become Saiyaman X1 and go recover the disc from Hedo. Trunks is shocked to know that Mai knew his secret identity. Trunks thought she thought X1 to be future Trunks. Mai tells him that it was what she initially thought, but in this world only one Trunks exists, and that's him. So she figured out pretty quickly, so that's no shock right there. Trunks promises Mai to catch Hedo and become the strongest and coolest superhero for her. After that, would she like to go out on dates with him? Mai agrees and says if he catches Hedo, she'll go out on dates with him anytime he wants. Oh, that's a good agreement right there. That's pretty cool. So it looks like Trunks is gonna get the girl. Beta hands over the disc to Hedo, confirming that it was indeed Trunks who had it. Trunks and Goten catches up with Krillin, who's after Hedo. Krillin tells them that Hedo is Garo's grandson. Okay, they knew. So, oh my gosh. So makes you wonder. Like, there's already some plot holes right there. But all right. Was also expertise in creating androids. Hedo used the androids to work part-time at a convenience store to gather research funds for himself. Krillin asked the boys to keep it a secret from Bulma and others. Trunks remembers Garo being the one who created Cell. So yes. Okay, so we're going right here. Krillin tells the boys that it seems that a more dangerous organization has started making its move before he names the organization. He gets interrupted by a call from HQ. The lady in the call reports Krillin that it is indeed the Red Ribbon Army who was after Hedo, as he suspected. Trunks and Goten overhear the name Red Ribbon Army. Trunks asks Krillin if Red Ribbon Army is the same evil organization that existed in the past. Krillin says yes. Alright, so they knew. So, okay. It seems they've been recently revived. Krillin fears if Red Ribbon Army teams up with Hedo, something bad is surely gonna happen. Krillin says that the disk data is very dangerous. Trunks confirms it had the blueprint of a creature. Krillin says they need to hurry before Red Ribbon Army gets to Hedo. Yes. Trunks and Goten are super happy as the great evil they've been waiting for is finally here. Krillin regrets telling the whole story to the kids. Hedo reaches his hideout, Saiyaman X1, X2, and Krillin also arrived. Hedo has no choice but to activate the not yet completed Artificial Dinosaur number 1. So it's not Sigma 1, as some people were thinking, or even a Prototype Gamma 1. Artificial Dinosaur number 1 grabs X2 and X1 is slapped away. Krillin punches the dinosaur, but it fires a beam at Krillin. Krillin dodges it. I thought it was a zombie dinosaur from the pages. Dinosaur destroys the laboratory, firing multiple beams. Hedo is worried. Dinosaur grabs X1 by his paws on the ground. X1 tries a key wave attack, but the dinosaur endures it. Krillin starts attacking all over its body to find a weak point. He finds the weak point behind its neck and launches a destructo disc. It makes the dinosaur unable to move. Trunks and Goten are out of his grasp. They then turn Super Saiyan and dash through its body with Cyclone type double hurricane attack, making a hole in its body. Okay. Hedo is worried that dinosaur got destroyed. X1 and X2 strike their cleanup pose. Krillin handcuffs Hedo and his androids and arrests them. Krillin takes the disc case from Hedo. He opens it but finds no disc there. Instead, it contains Hedo and Clean God's photograph with his autograph. Aww, photograph with his autograph. So that's where it was. Krillin asks what happened to the disc. Hedo says that he destroyed the disc as it was a pain in the ass. The data is stored in his brain, however. Alright, so he knew. So I guess Hedo does not need a disc to remember how to make Cell Max. So there we go. Hedo said that he's least interested in Gyro's future. He just happened to keep the disc as the case was the perfect size to keep his autograph. That is very humorous. That is very Toriyama there. Goten finds the destroyed disc, and so Hedo and the androids were arrested as at the request of the zombies' families were sent to the group and they returned to their homes. I'm assuming their graveyards. The only crime Hedo was charged with was stealing corpses from the mortuary and putting them at work at a convenience store, so he was sentenced to 3 months in jail. You would think there'll be more, but it's not. Hedo intends to continue his research for President remotely. He launches Hachimaru, which is a much better version of Tentomaru Spidey. The chapter closes with Hedo making a vow to one day create the strongest androids in the world, and no Hedo ambitions leads to more incidents in the future. Next time, the superhero arc begins with a bang. They end. So there we go. After reading this, I am not totally sure how I feel about this chapter, especially there might have been some potholes there, but they might be explained in the next couple of chapters. But overall, I don't know how to feel about this chapter. Just give me a couple days before the official chapter comes out, and we read all of that. Maybe it'll be a little more clear, but not sure how I feel. And I can tell you right now, it's probably not good. But anyways, let me know down in the comments down below what do you think about this month's full summary of this month's chapter. So yeah, let me know down below. Anyways guys, thank you for watching this video. This is the end of the video right here. Be sure to hit the like button for this video, subscribe if you haven't already, hit the notification bell whenever I upload new videos like this, talk about course, Dragon Ball. This is Stay and Survive, signing out. I'll see you guys later, catch you guys in the next video. Have a great day.